Hey guys, today we're going to talk about geometry. We're going to start our unit on geometry and we'll probably continue this after spring break. Our I can statement is I can draw and explain geometric terms. Your homework for tonight is going to be 19.1 and it will be due on Thursday. So to start off, the first geometric term is a point. Now a point is a location in space, and so basically it looks like a period. And if you are going to be making a symbol for it, you usually have a letter and then a point above it to show that that is a point. Now, I'll explain it a little bit better when we get into lines and line segments, but a point is something that you use with lines, line segments, and rays. So the next term is a line. A line is a straight or continuous set of points that are never ending. So if you see, first of all, we have points. We have point A and we have point B. Okay, those are your locations in space. Now with a line, it is a continuous set of points, never ending. So if you can tell by the arrows at the end, a line never ends. So then if you're trying to notate the line that you're referring to, it'll show the symbol line AB. Okay, and then with the symbol, you're going to need to make sure that there is an arrow on each side to notate that it's a line. The next one we're going to talk about is a line segment. Now a line segment is a part of a line that has two endpoints. And the two endpoints are points. Okay? Now notice that they don't have the arrows at the end because they stop at those points. Now if you're going to do a symbol for line segments, your symbol would be a line above it with two endpoints, and those are very, very important because sometimes they can get confused with the line symbol. Now notice the difference. The line symbol has arrows on the end, and the line segment symbol has points on the end. And then it's notated to give you the letters R, S. It could also be K, L, M, N. Okay, lots of different letters that you can use to tell you the endpoints. The other one we're going to talk about is array. Now array is kind of a line segment and a line put together. It is a part of a line that starts with one endpoint and goes continuously in the other direction. So if you notice, it has a point on one end and then it goes continuously in one direction with an arrow on the end. The symbol for the array is to have one point on one end and an arrow on the other, and then you're going to notate that's RS. Now with array, the arrow where it's pointing is very important. If the ray was turned the other way, the symbol arrow should go the other way down here. So make sure that you pay attention to which place the arrow is pointing to. Now another one we're going to talk about today is parallel lines. Parallel lines are never intersecting. They never cross. And I always think about parallel lines as two railroad tracks. Railroad tracks rarely, never intersect. Okay, so if you think about two railroad tracks, those are parallel lines. Now, if you look here, we have two lines. There's arrows on each end, so that tells us a line. Now, the symbol for it, we have line, and see the symbol, it has two arrows on the end. Line AB is parallel, drawing two parallel lines, to line LM. And there you go. The easiest way to draw parallel lines is to use a ruler. It's really hard to draw freehand parallel lines, so when you're asked to draw parallel lines, you must always use a ruler because they never, ever, ever intersect. And we're going to move past perpendicular and we're going to go with intersecting. An intersecting line is a line that crosses or meets at one point. So if you look here, we have two lines here, and they intersect at this middle point. Okay, that's where they cross. Intersecting lines are different from parallel lines because they cross, and parallel lines do not cross. Okay, so just a quick review. We have a point, which is the very basic part of geometric shapes. Then we have a line, which goes continuously in both directions, never ending. Then we have a line segment that has two endpoints, so it's a certain distance and it stops. Then we have a ray, it has a end point on one side and then continues in the other direction with its arrow. Then we have parallel lines, and parallel lines never, ever, ever intersect, okay? And so this is a symbol down here. The two lines right here notate that they are parallel lines. They're parallel to each other. And then our last one is intersecting lines. Lines that cross or meet at a common endpoint, okay? So now your job is to fill out the graphic organizer for the different types of lines and line segments and rays and endpoints, okay, with your graphic organizer. And then your homework tonight will be 19.1. So think about back to our I can statement, which is I can draw and explain geometric terms. So take some time right now to fill out the graphic organizer. You can also use a math book, the red math books. They're going to be on the counter. They also have a chart that shows the different geometric terms. So if you find 19.1 in your red math book, that can help you to fill out your chart. Hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you on Monday.